Welcome to Power Up Your House with Feng Shui.
In this video, I will share to you the number one Feng Shui disguise used by practitioners.
What? It's just the job. No hard feelings.
I won't keep this secret any longer. It's the aquarium. We will discuss how to make use of an aquarium for Feng Shui purposes, as well as clear out many misconceptions about it. In my last video, I shared to you that one of the Feng Shui items in your house that can help you accumulate wealth is an aquarium. In Feng Shui, water is used to collect and stimulate Qi, and aquariums are often used to achieve this purpose for aesthetic and practical reasons. To make things clear about aquariums, we will directly answer all questions that pertain to this subject. And if there are other questions that bug you after this video, do put it in the comment sections below so that I can make a follow-up video. First, why an aquarium? Actually, we can use any water-containing material provided that the container is open and water is flowing slowly in the surface. This is where Qi could linger inside your house. Aquarium is basically advised by a Feng Shui consultant because of the following. Aquariums are aesthetically pleasing. They look nice, and many people get pleasure or feeling of a calming effect when watching fish swim. Aquariums do not attract suspicion. As mentioned, it's a disguise. Although it is a bit an open secret that the presence of aquarium is a sign of Feng Shui at work, it could also indicate otherwise. In general, people are less likely to look twice or think you are suspicious or a Feng Shui fanatic if they see an aquarium in your home. Aquariums are easy to maintain and keep clean, especially in this day and age wherein you can hire someone to come and clean it up. Aquariums are transparent and usually open at the top. This fulfills the need for the water to be both seen and exposed. Aquariums enable the water to be kept active. By placing fish or simply placing a water pump in the tank, you can keep the water active, which is important in maintaining the movement of the Qi in the area. Are arowanas, goldfish, and flower horns considered as Feng Shui fishes? The answer is no. There is no such thing as a Feng Shui fish. There were no writings or whatsoever about the use of fish in Feng Shui. As mentioned, any open container can be a substitute to an aquarium provided water on its surface is flowing. Fishes inside an aquarium are good creators of flowing surface water. If fishes are not available, a water pump adjusted to low flow is a good substitute. A fish is definitely an attractive feature in the aquarium, but we must point out here that any reference it may have to wealth is only symbolic and has no Feng Shui value to it. Feng Shui is not about symbols, it is about real Qi. A flower horn fish is not going to radiate any Qi from its body. Also, whatever symbols you may be able to see on the fish's body are merely its own marking and do not indicate any special Feng Shui powers. The fish is there to keep the water active and moving. On its own, it does nothing to make you money. Keep in mind that it is the location of the aquarium that helps promote Qi in the house. If your aquarium is placed in the correct area of your home, then any fish will do. How big should the aquarium be? As a rule of thumb, for many properties between 800 to 1,000 square feet, you would need an aquarium that is minimum size of 3 feet by 3 feet. A larger property, accordingly, would need a bigger tank. Also, the size and depth of the aquarium matters. Shallow and small receptacles generally do not work well to activate the Qi. That is why Feng Shui practitioners typically advocate the use of an aquarium as that will ensure a reasonable volume and quantity of water as well as a decent depth, enables you to easily add up or top up the water as it recedes due to evaporation. Cloudy, dirty, and foul-smelling water is considered Sha Qi water and results in the Qi that is being collected being contaminated. Health will be affected as well as mental sharpness. Should we place 8 orange fishes and 1 black fish? The black fish to absorb the negative energy inside the house? Fishes of any sort and color or kind would do, provided that they are alive and move about the water to keep the surface water from being still. There's actually no need to have a fish in the aquarium. You could just place a pump in the aquarium and leave it to circulate the water to keep it active. The fish simply add an aesthetic quality to the aquarium, and it makes less obvious that you're using Feng Shui. So if you want to have a fish in the tank, go ahead. But there's no need for any special type of fish, nor do certain type of fish bring more luck than others. Another question is, will any water do even if it's a picture? No person would accept the notion that a photo or image of something is the real thing, right? So also this logic applies to Feng Shui. When we talk about using water in classical Feng Shui, we really mean water, not sound, not image, not thoughts of water, but the real water. So a picture of aquarium with fishes is not a substitute for the real thing. Is an aquarium a good substitute for external Feng Shui? Just to make clear about this video, the focus here is keeping things simple and quick. We will be using San Juan Flying Star technique and water formula. While the grand scale of classical Feng Shui, this is but one technique that a consultant may use, amongst other like Shuang Kong Dagua. San Juan Flying Star is also not the most effective or most powerful Feng Shui system out there. So this also works to limit the results. However, I want to emphasize that this also means that the technique you are using will be very safe. As a consultant and practitioner, I am mindful of the need to go to the principle of safety first. Invariably require better technical skills, immaculate judgment, and of course, sound technical knowledge to solve any issues. Now, here's a fun fact. In Asia, people are meticulous and sometimes, well, pointless, to the extent that the size of the door and even the tables become an issue of contention. Now, there is such a thing as an auspicious measurement in Feng Shui. In fact, you may have heard of a Feng Shui ruler, as seen in this picture. Let me tell you more about this. Specific auspicious measurement and the aforementioned ruler are usually used for the tombstone, coffin, or for the yin house Feng Shui. Auspicious measurements are of great significance when you are designing Feng Shui for a tomb. For yang house, which is the Feng Shui term for property that has living occupants, it is not necessary to be meticulous and whether or not your door and table has an auspicious measurement. This has no major effect on the occupants. You can safely ignore this kind of issue. Now that I've told you what an aquarium is for, where do you place it? So I have summarized this table wherein you can see the locations where you should place the aquarium inside the house. This is based on where your house is facing. It is important that you go find first the facade of your house and from there, back your property and get the compass angle reading. Knowing the facing direction, you then proceed dividing your floor plan into 9 grids, correctly identifying the north, west, east, and so on. And go back to this table to know where you should place the aquarium. Pause the video if needed. So in this example, we can see a house that is facing south 1 with a reading of 170 degrees. With the floor plan having 9 grids already, place the correct direction. And from there on, You look at the table, if the facing direction is south 1, and see where the aquarium can be placed in the house. Or in this case, the best is in the southwest area, north and the east. Fortunate enough, this house has a good area for the southwest, so it is best to place the aquarium here. North and east area would not be a good area to place your aquarium, since it's not good to place an aquarium inside a bedroom. Neither is it good inside a comfort room. There's a secret as to why there's a best option where to put your aquarium, and also why some areas have 2 or 3 areas that are good to place it, and some where it is not advised. I will post the next video to discuss this. Until then, go fish. Best of luck!